JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Repeat offender among 4 arrested after stolen car recovered in Manchester. 4 men, including a repeat larceny offender, were arrested following the recovery of a stolen car in Christiana, Manchester, on Sunday morning. Police said a Suzuki Desire motor car was stolen on Saturday night from Helshaw in St. Catherine. Hours later, about 1 a.m., the vehicle was reportedly intercepted with the 4 men aboard on Wildman Street in Christiana. Police said the men were ages 26, 25, 23, and 22. According to the lawmen, the 26-year-old suspect was released from prison about 3 months ago for a larceny offense. Construction workers shot dead at grandmother's wake in St. Catherine. A 36-year-old construction worker was shot dead at a wake for his grandmother in Johnson Pen, St. Catherine, early Sunday morning. He has been identified as George Joseph, a resident of Johnson Pen. According to reports, around 12:50 a.m., Joseph was attending a wake for his late grandmother, Deslyn Williams, when gunfire erupted. It was later discovered in a fire that had been set up to prepare food for the gathering. Upon closer inspection, it was found that Joseph had sustained a gunshot wound to the left side of his face. Residents rushed him to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police were summoned and the scene processed. A motive has not been established for the killing. The Spanish Town police are investigating. Alleged intruder shot dead by a licensed firearm holder in Mandeville. An alleged intruder was fatally shot by a licensed firearm holder in the upscale community of Ingleside in Mandeville, Manchester on Saturday. According to residents, at about 6 p.m., the firearm holder returned to his home and saw the intruder inside. The intruder reportedly attacked the homeowner with a knife and a hammer. Residents said the homeowner opened fire on the intruder. The injured man then ran from the house. Residents said about 2 p.m. on Sunday, during a search of bushes near Ingleside Boulevard, a body fitting the description of the intruder was found. This latest incident comes a week after an off-duty policeman fatally shot an alleged intruder on New Acres Drive in Mandeville. Copying viral assault video given $300,000 bail, the police constable who was reportedly seen in a viral video physically assaulting a woman was given $300,000 bail with 2 sureties. This was handed down when he appeared in the St. Mary Parish Court on Thursday, August 22. The conditions of the constable's bail include reporting to the Anota Bay Police Station every Saturday between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and surrendering his travel documents. A stop order was also given at all ports. The police constable is to return to the St. Mary Parish Court on September 4. Police sources have confirmed that the constable in the video is attached to the St. Mary Police. It is reported that the incident occurred on Tuesday, August 20. The constable is reportedly at his Enfield home with his pregnant girlfriend when his ex-girlfriend entered the yard, leading to an argument among the 3. The constable allegedly attempted to remove the woman from his property, resulting in a physical altercation. 21-year-old sentenced chef charge of a stabbing at Trelawney Hotel. 21-year-old A.J. Demetrius, a chef from St. Anne, has been charged with the stabbing of a man during a fight at a hotel in Trelawney on August 21. Demetrius is from Prosper Hall in the Exchange District of Ocherius, St. Anne. According to reports from the Falmouth Police, the altercation occurred around 11:15 p.m. when Demetrius and another man became embroiled in a heated argument that escalated into a physical confrontation. During the scuffle, Demetrius allegedly used a knife to stab the other man in the lower abdomen. The police were alerted to the scene, and the injured man was rushed to the hospital for treatment. Demetrius was subsequently arrested. He was charged with wounding with intent on Friday. Police continue probing to mass shooting at St. Catherine Wake. The commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Police says investigators are following several leads in connection with Wednesday's mass shooting at a wake in Point Hill, St. Catherine. Superintendent Upton Nicholson said that investigators are hoping to make an early breakthrough in the case. He said the police will provide more details on the status of the probe early this week. 8 people were shot, 1 fatally, when gunmen fired on a group of people who had gathered at a wake being held for the grandmother of reggae artist Christopher Martin. O'Neill Spencer, a 34-year-old farmer from the community, was killed in the attack. It was reported that a dispute among lottery scammers led to the shooting. Superintendent Nicholson said some of the wounded victims were released from the hospital on Thursday, while the others remain in stable condition. Cherry Tree Lane holds vigil with emotional bonfire of remembrance after deadly mass shooting. They lit a bonfire last Friday evening, hoping its flames, even if symbolically, would burn the ghastly memories of 2 Sundays ago when their lives changed forever. 18 people were shot, 8 of them killed, among them fellow residents and friends, in the 2-location mass shooting in Cherry Tree Lane, 4 Parks, Clarendon. Now their community is marred by the bloodiest gun attack in Jamaica's history. So they threw everything, from the slippers of the dead to clothing, paraphernalia, and anything else that reminded them of the ill-fated night. Everything had to go, including their pain, so some screamed the victims' names as the flames crackled close to where one of their own was sprawled dead. It was a unity and empowerment vigil, though some among them cried privately in corners. Still some, mainly men, and mainly silent, downed their grief and tears in opened bottles of liquor, all the time puffing on ganja spliffs or cigarettes. It was part of their healing process, though many among them knew healing would be long in coming, especially with fears, grief, and the tension still high in Cherry Tree Lane and the several adjoining communities. We have to come together, man. We have to come together. That's the only way we can get over this. Because we have to know that good things can come out of Cherry Tree Lane, said one resident, as support groups ranging from the church to social intervention teams milled about the area offering their services. They were well received, as shoulders to cry were still very much needed, as openly residents consoled each other, stopping as the flames roared higher. "Oh, did this happen? Why?" one woman cried, clutching her head amid the gathering, but trust somewhat sad interference by a heavy influx of police and soldiers who watched from the periphery. By now, the memorial buttons emblazoned with the faces of the deceased had been printed and were in heavy demand. Some attendees were transported to the location by the police, while others drove from Havana Heights and other nearby communities, from which some of the victims left to attend the ill-fated birthday party. As they gathered, they committed to working with the police to secure their communities, and so too did members of the security forces, who promised to do their duties with honor and diligence. I just want you to know that we feel everything. I came here that night and the images are real. Everything was real. So what you see us here doing right now is not just policing because it is our job. We're policing because we feel it, affirmed Acting Senior Superintendent Shane McCullough as he addressed the grieving residents.
Afternoon again. And I just want you to know that we feel everything. Because I can tell you that came here the night and the images are real. You understand me? Everything is real. So what you see we're doing here so right now is not just policing because of our job. We are police because we feel it from inside here, so you understand me? What happened here, so. And what we want to encourage everybody to do right now is that the community going to go through a process of a mourning, a process of healing, and it's going to take time. You understand me? So we are here for the long haul, and we are here to do whatever from our standpoint to ensure that we bring back the community to that feeling of safety there. You understand me? We want the community to come back to a point because there should be nowhere in Jamaica where people cannot come out in them front of them yard. Because basically, this is the front of your yard. You understand me? It shouldn't be something like that happen. And we don't want anybody to continue to live in fear. So as I said before, we're going to take some time. You understand that?
Yeah.
And what we have to do now is ensure that we rally around each other. No one at the time for the blame game inside of the community, and no time for the community to rally around itself and rally around each other. You understand me?
In the meantime, Alwyn Forbes, Acting Jamaica Defence Force Area Commander for Clarendon, urged residents of Cherry Tree Lane not to be fearful of the soldiers as they move throughout the area. We are here in full support, taking the lead here in treating this matter. We'll continue to do so unrelentingly until all the possible leads will be met with the full force of investigation, and also that will come with better resolve, said Forbes. I ask you though, while we move around, don't be afraid to interact with us. Help us to help you. We empathize with you, and we continue to share your grief, and at the same time support the Jamaica Constabulary Force in fighting this crime monster. JPS says it's nearing completion of power restoration in St. Elizabeth as deadline approaches. The Jamaica Public Service Company, JPSCO, said on Sunday that it is on the verge of completing the power restoration of customers in St. Elizabeth as the August 31 deadline approaches. The company, in a news release, advised customers to ensure that their premises are fit and ready to receive electricity. They should have their potted and meter stand or stanchion in proper condition to receive connection from the power utility, JPS said. The Light and Power Company also advised customers in St. Elizabeth who live in an area where power has already been restored and they are still without electricity to contact them immediately. This, JPS said, is only for customers who lost power due to the passage of Hurricane Beryl. JPS is taking this approach as an added layer of confirmation to ensure that no customer is inadvertently omitted, the company said. JPS added that following the full restoration of power to customers in St. Elizabeth, it will continue working in the parish to redesign, upgrade, and rebuild sections of the distribution network. It said that in the meantime, it is working to rebuild sections of the St. Elizabeth network and has moved manpower from across the island to escalate the rate of repairs in the parish. Customers who are out of power may make a report by calling the Customer Care Center at 888 call JPS or 888-225-5577 Flow or 888-935-5577 Digicel or on the JPS social media platforms at MyJPS Online or on the MyJPS mobile app. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.